So the Baal Shem Tov sent his servant to say again, if the P'nei Yehoshua doesn't want to come out, he's just asking that the P'nei Yehoshua should investigate the sheichet and boidik, right? The ritual slaughterer of the town, because he's feeding everybody in the town treifin meat. Tzvach, everybody. This week's story, we don't always get a story with the Baal Shem Tov, but this week we're going to talk about the Baal Shem Tov and the P'nei Yehoshua. The P'nei Yehoshua is a great halachic authority and has an incredible commentary on the Gemara. And before the Magid came close to the Baal Shem Tov, we know that the Magid was a great Gaon, an incredible tzaddik, before he met the Baal Shem Tov. And he would go every year. The Magid would go and visit the P'nei Yehoshua in Krakow. The Magid was, I guess, he was sick. He was weak at some point throughout his life, and it was known already then that the Baal Shem Tov was an expert in healing people. He had skulas and kameis. At least that's what people said. So the P'nei Yehoshua said to the Magid, "Why don't you go to the Baal Shem Tov?" And the Magid, who had not met the Baal Shem Tov, says, I can't go because I have 36 questions on him. In other words, he had problems with the anhaga that he had heard of the Baal Shem Tov. So he said, Baal Shem Tov is not for me. Well, we know how that ended. But Baal Shem Tov happened to be traveling through Krakow, and he came to the yeshiva that the P'nei Yehoshua was teaching in. So the Baal Shem Tov sent his servant to go to the P'nei Yehoshua. The Baal Shem Tov didn't say who he was, but the Baal Shem Tov sent his servant to say that P'nei Yehoshua should come out to him. So P'nei Yehoshua said, he's in the middle of teaching, he said, well, who's this person? If he needs, he should come to me. I'm not going to go out to him because I'm teaching Torah b'Rabbin. I'm teaching Torah in public. I'm going to stop. And so because that happened, the Baal Shem Tov went on his way. The Baal Shem Tov didn't come.
Whoa.
Now, it happened another time the Baal Shem Tov came again, and he happened to be going through Krakow. And this was an Erev Shabbos. And he asked again that P'nei Yehoshua should come out, and the P'nei Yehoshua didn't want. So the Baal Shem Tov sent his servant to say again, if the P'nei Yehoshua doesn't want to come out, he's just asking that the P'nei Yehoshua should investigate the sheichet and boidik, right? The ritual slaughterer of the town, because he's
the checker.
Right. The slaughterer and the checker is the same, right? He is the same person in this case, because he's feeding everybody in the town treifin meat, non-kosher meat.
Oh my gosh.
And the Baal Shem Tov he went, right? He said the message and he went, right? What do they call it? Drive-by shooting.
So
Mic drop.
Yeah.
If it wasn't recorded, it makes
So now the P'nei Yehoshua knew his Sheichet HaBeidik, his town Sheichet HaBeidik, to be Lamdan and Yirei Shamayim, someone who knew the halacha and someone who wouldn't do such a thing. But and he never had suspected him before, but he couldn't take such a warning lightly, and he knew that it's a huge achrayis, to just leave such a warning to not to investigate it at all. And so he went and he investigated and he pressured the Sheichet HaBeidik until he actually
found the treifus.
No, the Sheichet, this guy confessed and he said, yeah, I did it.
Wow.
And when the P'nei Yehoshua saw this, he actually was very, very impressed, and he realized that the person who had sent it, he didn't know it was the Baal Shem Tov, right? He doesn't know who this person is, but he realized that the person who had came to him twice and asked him to come out was actually a holy man, and he tried to figure out who this man was until he was able to find out that this was the Baal Shem Tov. And this time, when the Magid came to him, the P'nei Yehoshua told the Magid what had happened with him and the Baal Shem Tov, and he said, you have to go. He obligated him. He said, you must go to visit the Baal Shem Tov right away. So after some time, when the P'nei Yehoshua saw the Magid again, and in between he already had gone to the Baal Shem Tov and had come close to him and become his Talmud, the P'nei Yehoshua asked the Magid, what does he think now about the Baal Shem Tov? And if all his questions are answered. And so the Magid said, I had questions back then because I thought of the Baal Shem Tov as a man. But now I see that his power is not just a manly power, it's obviously a higher divine power. And therefore, all of my questions were answered on its own. It wasn't like, now, what does that mean? Obviously, right? Everyone's a man, right? But obviously, the way he looked at the Baal Shem Tov was, a peer. Instead of realizing the real koyach and the real holiness of who the Baal Shem Tov was. And that's how those questions were answered. We should be miskasher to our Rebbe in such a fashion where, we have no questions in our avodah, and we should be merit to see Mashiach. We should merit to have all of the questions that we have today, where we're asking Ad Masai, why are all these things happening? All those things should be made to go away with the coming of Mashiach. Thank you, Mandy. And good Tvach. We love you guys. Until next time.
And now for some bloopers.
From the camera in the sky. I think you can even see it actually in the live, like right over there, all the way on the top. You can see a camera over there. So yeah. Anyway. So, thank you, Hanan. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Vach, everybody. First of all,
Get them to sponsor.
no, we're gonna make our own seltzer one day.
Have a label.
We already do.
Okay.
That's Scarlett Johansson seltzer.
Oh my gosh,
Nice. The label. We just need the picture.
guys. But so
So here.
it's okay.
Find the crack out.
We still love you. I just have you on camera.
I'm trying to find the crack out.
I'm loving
Now we're
this.
trying. Now it's
That one's special for you, though.